It's the South Downs Way, and me and my friend Martin make our way through London.
Croeso i Lundain.
We eventually arrive in Winchester.
Croeso i Gaer Wynt yn y Gymraeg.
It's the next morning and we begin the trail by the cathedral.
Bore glyb, bore da, bore glyb.
Winchester 1.5 to my left, Eastbourne 98.5 to my right. Hello, good morning and welcome to my channel. Valentine's Day and it's wet, but it's eased off a little bit now, and me and Martin are struggling to get up this hill, this muddy path. South Downs Way, Winchester to Eastbourne, 100 miles door to door, and we made a little mistake. First thing this morning, we missed the plaque. When we turned right onto the river, the plaque was to our left, which indicates the start of the north of the South Downs Way. We were in a little bit of a foul mood really because of the heavy weather and couldn't be bothered and all that. 20 miles or so today, a little bit less, to Old George in East Meon, just off the route. Check-in is not until 6 PM, which is not good. So that means we'll hit the pub in Exton, the Fox, and spend as much time as we can there until 3 o'clock, when we'll get chucked out, and then just walk the remaining 6 miles or so from Exton to East Meon as slow as possible to arrive as near as possible to 6 PM. The views are not going to be superb today because of the weather and the mist. Hey ho, I guess. It's nice to be out and back on the trails. There's Martin showing the way. Chi'n iawn? We're in Holden Farm, Exton 5.5, Eastbourne 94. Winchester 6.5 miles.
Isio dŵr, Phil?
Dwi'n iawn am ddŵr, isio toilet dwi. Nothing much to see. All misty. Greg's sausage roll. This is one of 2 or 3 beacon hills on the South Downs Way. There won't be much to see today. Exton Village. And I'll be planting my bum there for the next 2 hours and have a nice lunch and coffee. The Shoe pub.
Bye. When in Rome and all that. Cheese sandwich.
Too little, too late, Matt. We both. Na, di. Fuck. What a joke. Totally ridiculous. Our feet are totally drenched. Everybody else has filmed this, Martin. So why can't I? Can't see very far. Come from over there. I'm on the summit of Old Winchester Hill. Used to be an Iron Age forger. No point looking at this. Earlier settlement here was during the early Bronze Age, about 3,800 years ago. Series of round barrows, mounds and flint and chalk covering burial sites of the community which occupied the area were built. Meon Springs. I've since left the trail by them shrubs over there, making my way now to East Meon, 1 mile this way. And there's East Meon in the middle of your screen there. Whether this will pick it up is another thing. I'm arriving just before dark. Martin is there, I think, already. He's a quicker walker than me. It's been a long day, and a bit arduous. The views have been very limited, unfortunately. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's always good to be out and about. Keep the old health ticking over and all that. 5 o'clock now, just gone 5 o'clock. Pub opens at 6.
Follow this way for 0.85 miles.
What's your verdict on the day, Martin?
Sorry?
What's your verdict on the day?
Da iawn, wedi mwynhau. Bren niwlog, mwdlyd a glwb. Ond o leia dwi wedi cyrraedd yma yn eitha buan.
Na ni, ac am mynd am bryd o fwyd a peint
Ie.
wan.
Ie.
Next morning, raring to go, 19 mile to Cocking.
Martin giving me a thumbs up. This place is nice, and we had a couple of drinks in the Isaac Walton as well. Nice little pub, nice people. Good morning. That was giants in the wall engraved in the house. I looked it up on the internet. I thought I might as well see it. Making my way now up to the South Downs way. Martin has gone back to where he left off. But I'm going to miss a mile or so of the trail. It's a long enough day as it is without having to go back to the other side of the village, really. Better weather today, thankfully. Looking back down on East Mayon, and I'm about to rejoin the South Downs Way now. I'm now on Butser Hill, and this is where Only Fools and Horses was filmed, when Del Boy went up in the hand glider, when him and Rodney were both after the same girl. I would not be surprised at all if this would be the exact field. I did well not to fall on my bum going down that hill there now, after yesterday's rain. I'm the other side of the A3 and the Queen Elizabeth Country Park. Shipwrights Way. I think in the distance that might be the pylon on top of Butser Hill. Pretty featureless walking at the moment. Well, in the past hour and a half, Lee. Nice little village here down below with a lime green spire on the church. East Harting that village was. Winchester 31, Beacon Hill. I'm going to go up Beacon Hill. The trail doesn't go up Beacon Hill, it goes straight in front of me that way. Beacon Hill, number 2. I've cut a little bit of the walk out today by going up Harting Hill, I think it is, about half an hour ago, and dare I say it's been a little disappointing today. A lot of road walking and track walking with no views, if I'm being honest, and that's my opinion. About 4 or 5 miles I think now. Ooh. But it's a lovely day and I've taken my coat off because I'm hot. Devil's Jumps Bronze Age burial mounds. These dates back 3,000 years. That's looking north and panning south, and the reflection of the sea in the distance. This is where I leave the trail for the day. I'll be back here in the morning. Cocking for me now to the accommodation. Day number 3 of me and Martin's South Downs Way. I've just negotiated the big climb up from Cocking now, which wasn't all that bad really. About 18 miles again today to a junction in Washington and then catch the bus into Worthing, stay in the Premier Inn there. I was humming and hawing before coming whilst packing my bag. Do I bring my sunglasses or not? I decided not to, and it proved to be a bit of a mistake. The weather's lovely again today now, at the moment.
This is Martin walking down the hill in the distance.
Friends of the South Downs. Come from over there. And the English Channel can clearly be seen from here now. Not too far from halfway now. And this is the Roman version of the sign. This is what it's all about. Superb. Here comes Martin in the distance. Hello! Dach chi iawn? Approaching Amberley.
Helo, panad gobeithio yn fuan. Panad a Saeson.
Coffee stop hopefully. Just plough through it.
Cawl dydd.
Soup of the day for Martin. And I'm on the cake, on the chocolate cake. Riverside Cafe in Amberley. Outdoor area shut due to flooding. Halfway-ish now on the South Downs Way, and I need to find a puddle to clean this mess. I've climbed up from Amberley train station and we came down from the hills beyond, and Amberley village there and the flooded fields. I've planned this hike over 6 days, so I'll film it in 2 parts, 3 days each. So I'll finish part 1 at the end of this walk now in a couple of hours. I don't know what to make of it. It's lovely at the moment, and it's been lovely about 35% of the time possibly, but there's a lot of An inspiring road walking and track walking, in all honesty. And the crap on the floor is totally unacceptable in my opinion. There was one part the other day, 2 days ago, that I had no choice but more or less walking into a bloody lake for a national trail. I think the council should just get their act together and put stones down, gravel it up. Rackham Hill, Trig. Fancy that, being separated from the Trig by a fence. And why not? A little bit of a pan. I'm guessing that tower block in the distance is in Worthing. Simply brilliant. That's me done for today. I'll return here tomorrow. I need to find the bus stop now. Worthing, on the south coast of England.